Loitering munitions are small, typically single-use, unmanned aerial systems with an explosive warhead integrated into the fuselage. Commonly known as kamikaze or suicide drones, loitering munitions can be remotely operated to identify, track, and engage targets, or be pre-programmed on a collision course. They fit in a category between cruise missiles and unmanned combat drones due to their ability to passively loiter over an area before diving to hit the target. Loitering munitions have been extensively used in the Ukraine conflict against military vehicles, weapon systems and personnel. In today's video, we will be taking a closer look at what we believe to be the top 3 kamikaze drones used in Ukraine, based on the number available to each military and recent reports about their use on the battlefield. At number 3, we have the Russian Zala KYB. Developed by Zala Aero, a subsidiary of the Kalashnikov Group, this loitering munition was unveiled in 2019, based on the combat experience of Russian armed forces in Syria. The wide triangular wing UAV has a 120-centimeter wingspan and an electric pusher propeller that gives it a top speed of 130 km per hour. The Zala KYB can reportedly operate at high and low altitude. With a length of 95 centimeters and height of around 16 centimeters, it can be used for reconnaissance and surveillance purposes, but it is mainly utilized as a loitering weapon with a 3-kilogram warhead and the ability to crash into a target from the upper atmosphere through a vertical trajectory. The most distinctive feature of this kamikaze drone is its partial autonomous capability. The fixed-wing drone has a sophisticated artificial intelligence visual identification technology that can recognize and identify targets in real time. Reports show that Russian forces are increasingly using the Zala KYB to attack Ukrainian targets, noting a significant shift in tactics from the beginning of the war. Although very little information is available about the US-made Phoenix Ghost, this kamikaze drone is number 2 on our list due to the sheer number supplied to Ukrainian armed forces. Designed by Evex Aerospace, this kamikaze drone is broadly similar to the Switchblade. The Ghost has a wingspan of 1.3 meters according to some reports. It can take off vertically and carry a warhead capable of destroying medium armored ground targets, which is anything short of heavy tanks. In addition, minimal training is required for this loitering munition to be effective. What is interesting about this kamikaze drone is the fact that it was developed with input from Ukraine to address the nation's military requirements, specifically for the eastern Ukraine offensive. Along with the 101 Phoenix Ghost provided to Ukraine earlier this year, the US is sending an additional 580, bringing the total to more than 700 Phoenix Ghost drones. Its warhead, along with a flight time that's expected to be around 6 hours, and the total number available to the Ukrainian military, place this kamikaze drone on the second place on our list. The number 1 kamikaze drone on our list is the AeroVironment Switchblade 300. Developed for the US Special Forces in Afghanistan, this small and silent loitering munition has a multi-domain operational capability and can be deployed from air, sea, or ground platforms. The Switchblade 300 weighs less than 3 kilograms and with a length of around 0.36 meters and a wingspan of just over half a meter, it could be carried in a soldier's backpack. The Switchblade is launched from a compact tube, allowing for quick and simple deployment. Once airborne, its wings and propeller unfold, reaching a cruising speed of almost 100 kilometers per hour. It has a loitering time of around 15 minutes and a range of up to 10 kilometers. Carrying an advanced high-explosive fragmentation warhead, this suicide drone is highly effective against soft-skinned vehicles and military personnel, but it can also dive vertically into trenches. With a terminal dive speed of 160 kilometers per hour and virtually no infrared signature, shooting down a Switchblade 300 is close to impossible. The wave-off function allows the pilot to cancel an attack at the last second after getting a close-up look at the target. Now combat-proven, videos of successful Switchblade strikes are beginning to emerge. Over 700 Switchblade 300s were provided to Ukraine as part of a US-supplied arms package, many of which have already been used against Russian targets. While reports suggest an increasing number of reconnaissance drones being shot down by both sides, countering suicide drones is proving to be a more complex task. Their low altitude and lightweight makes them undetectable to most anti-air systems. Russia has been developing anti-drone technology for a considerable amount of time, such as the drone killer variant of their Orion UAV. However, it is largely unclear whether these systems are in use or capable of shooting down small UAVs. In addition, the Ukrainian armed forces have noted significant challenges posed by Iranian-made Shahed 136 drones, taking out armor and artillery systems in the northeastern Kharkiv region. Any thoughts on the drone war in Ukraine? Do you agree with our list? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and of course don't forget to subscribe to our channel.